Hello, beautiful souls. Here we are, week 7 of the Surrender series, The Art of Letting Go. Over the past 6 weeks, just like all the other weeks, we're going to do a quick recap. So over the past 6 weeks, you've been learning how to return your body and your emotional state to stability, noticing what you're carrying, what emotions you're actually feeling, and then creating the space to start that flow of that energy, of that vibration. And then, of course, grounded your body and, of course, the emotion, allowing the emotion without becoming the emotion. And, of course, last week we did one emotion release technique. Contact me if you wanted to experience a full session. But this week, we take the next step. Once we release something, we create the space, as we've been working on. And the question now becomes, what do we choose to place into that space? And to start, like always, we're going to do a card and see what the card has to say for us today. What is the card this week? Here we go. Okay, sorry, I need my glasses. Okay. When letting go, ignore all thoughts. Focus on the feeling itself, not on the thoughts. Oh, this is like so powerful for what we're going to be doing today. Thoughts are caused by suppressed and repressed feelings. We've talked about this. This isn't new. When a feeling is let go, thousands or even millions of thoughts that were activated by that feeling disappear. Yeah? There's the one side and then the other. And today we are going to consciously release what no longer serves and then intentionally choose what we want to invite in. So this is like a 2-part. You're getting 2 for the price of 1 today. So what we're going to do is we need to realize that space must be filled intentionally, because when we release, we create that space. And if we don't intentionally choose what fills that space, the mind and the body actually return to what is familiar. It goes into our old habits. And that's how we unknowingly, unintentionally, but habitually keep recreating the same old patterns, regenerating the same old cells. So 2 things: release what no longer belongs, consciously choose what comes next. So you'll need a pen or a marker, some paper, preferably multiple pieces of paper. You'll need a metal bowl or a fire pit, matches or a lighter. And so feel free to pause this video so that you can go grab the materials and get set up, preferably outside. So first practice we're going to do is a burn ceremony. So I want you to take a moment now to think about what you are ready to release from what we've done over the past few weeks. I can take these off now. It might be a fear, it might be self-doubt, overwhelm, an old belief, even a habit, a story that you've been carrying. Whatever it is, just a word or a sentence, write it down, take your time. Yeah? And then when you're ready, you'll safely burn that paper. Use your lighter, you burn it, and as it burns, repeat to yourself, I release and let go, I release and let go, I release and let go. As many times as you need to as it's burning. Watch it burn, watch it leave, and allow yourself to feel the space opening as that negative energy that you're releasing is let go. Yeah? Then at the end of that, I'm going to get you to take a breath and say, I choose to let that go. And then I want you to repeat that for as many things that you wish to release. Once you've done that, then you can continue and do the next step. Yeah? This is the bridge now to choosing, because now that the space has been created, we got to pick something to replace it. So now the second practice is the 17 seconds of manifesting. As I said, now that you've released what no longer serves you, consciously, you've made a conscious connection of what has been holding you back. And now that you're aware of that, it's time to choose what you want to invite in. Choose one thing right now that you want to feel or create. It might be love, it might be peace, it could be confidence, trust, abundance, money. It could be a positive conversation, anything. It really, the sky's the limit here. I want you to create a simple statement that feels positive, is present, and truthful. An example could be, I'm learning to love and receive love. I'm becoming more peaceful every day. I'm learning to trust myself. That's what you want to come up with, something like that. Positive, truthful, and present tense. Yeah? Now, for the next 17 seconds, I want you to repeat that statement out loud. As you say it, allow yourself to feel it, visualize what it feels like to already be experiencing that. Yes, use your timer on your phone to set the timer to 17 seconds. An example could be, I'm learning to love and receive love. It feels beautiful to be loved. It feels safe to open my heart. I love the feeling of love in my life. And you just keep repeating those statements, those thoughts that over and over and over again until the 17 seconds are up. Because when thought and feeling come together, that's how you manifest. And that's why the universe doesn't know between the positive and the negative. It just understands the emotion behind it. This is why we consciously manifest from a positive vibration. That's why it needs to be positive. Yes? And as I said, you're going to keep repeating it, because when that thought and feeling come together, you begin creating the alignment and the abundance. And once you can hold that for 17 seconds, you can build on another 17 and then another. This is how you begin training your body and mind to align with what you want to create. And if you'd like to learn more about that process, I teach this more deeply in my Manifesting in 17 Seconds workshop. So what's most important is that this is where the change starts to occur. Because when you release the old and consciously feel and create and manifest the new, you begin teaching your body a different emotional reality. And what you repeatedly feel becomes what you begin to embody. That's how you embody something. And only when you embody something do you know it. Yes? So this week, I invite you to practice both parts. Write down what you are releasing and burn it. Do that over and over and over again with multiple things, as many things that you feel are holding you back. Yes? You're going to burn it safely and consciously. Once you've done the burning and you've burned all of them, then you're going to choose the what you want to focus on. So you want to choose the opposite of those words to replace it. Yes? And you're going to, when you're doing that, you're going to be allowing your body to feel it fully. Noticing what shifts, because every time you consciously release and choose, you strengthen a new pathway, rebuilding and regenerating your cells from a consciously positive vibration. Yes, a conscious positive vibration. Now, our favorite part is the accountability. So those of you that are participating, I'd love to hear from you. Share in the comments, what did you choose to release? And what feeling are you now inviting in? And then, of course, how you feel after you did the burn. And then, of course, how you felt after you practiced 17 seconds, okay? And a quick reminder, letting go creates the space, but conscious choice creates the change. And every time you release the old and choose the new, you become more aligned with the life you actually want. And I'll see you next week for our final week of the Surrender series, where we step into true embodiment and begin becoming the version of ourselves that holds what we've chosen.